Hello, 331 students. My name is Marty Kozloff. Um, you've gotten the syllabus, and I've probably sent you 150 emails so far. I thought it might not be a bad idea if you got to know me a little bit better. First of all, you're saying to yourself, what's with the hat? Well, first of all, look how cool that hat is. The second thing is, I'm wearing this hat because I went to see my dermatologist, and she said, you got something on your head. And I'm cutting it off. And I said, well, you got something on your head, but you don't see me cutting it off. Anyway, she cut it off. Look at that. Big hole there. So I'm wearing the hat just in case it freaks you out. Well, you probably, if we were working face to face, you'd learn a little bit about me as I would learn about you. So I'll tell you a little about me. I'm married. I love my wife dearly. I would probably give my life for her. No, I certainly would. She's a vegetarian. I'm not. I do all the shopping and cooking, so she never eats any vegetables at all. And I have two sons. One lives in Boston, and he's the guy who figured out the equations that physicians use to determine whether your tissues are fat, cysts, or tumors. So whenever you get a sonogram, ladies, he's the one who figured out how to diagnose what you got, and hopefully it's nothing. My other son is still lives at home. He's majoring in sustainable technology, and he's one of the sweetest people you ever know, and incredibly strong. If he ever hit me in the face, I would go right down. But he wouldn't. My hobbies are I make swords and knives with a forge. I'm into archery and firearms and guitar, and that's about it. What skills do I have? At least in education. I've been working in the field of special education since 1967, when autism was really autism, and generally in special kids with special needs. I write programs for families and teachers on exactly how to teach kids. Other specialties are reading and instructional design, and I'm going to bring that to this course for you. Well, that's enough about me. About the course. You're probably halfway through the course say, this is an awful lot of work for one credit hour. And I say to you, you're learning an awful lot for tuition for 1 credit. Here's the deal. Classrooms are complicated social systems. There's an awful lot going on. And if you don't know what to look for, you can easily miss it. So what we've done, those of us who are teaching field experience, have divided up the experience, the classroom as a social system into different elements. For example, rules and procedures, instruction, motivation, and such. So we have in the course on the syllabus about 8 different topics. And for each topic, you have readings. Some of them tell you about the topic, like student motivation. Other readings are documents that I've written that tell you how to increase student motivation. So every week I'll say, hey, read these documents. And when you read them, here's what to look for when you're in the classroom. And after you've looked at it and taken notes, here are a couple of questions that I'd like you to write on. And then you write up a couple of pages and send it to me, and I say, wow, that's worth 14,000 points out of a total of 14,000 points. A lot of people give points like, I put it on the syllabus just because it looks good, but I couldn't care less about points. You're all going to do great. In other words, let's say I'm shooting arrows at a target, and let's say I want to get the arrow in a 3-inch diameter circle, and I miss the 3-inch diameter circle. You think I'm going to say that's worth 1 point? No, I'm not. I'm going to go up and I'm going to get the arrow, I'm going to pull it out, I'm going to go back to the shooting line and do it again. In other words, if you don't do a job that is terrific, I'm simply going to say, hey, would you add a paragraph on such and such? And you do it again till you're perfect. Now, that's not going to happen very often because I'm sure you're going to do good jobs. So don't worry about points. Don't worry about grades. I'll just keep pestering you till you do it right. Although there's readings and little assignments for each week, because you're going to be in school each week, you only have to hand them in once every 2 weeks. So that means, as I said in one of my emails, you wait till the very last minute to do it. sure you'll do a great job if you wait till the very last second. And then if you miss it, well, you just email me and say that you got sick, and I'll say, yeah, sure you did, and I don't care. Get it in when you get it in. Of course, if you're late, then you get no points. And that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. And I will be coming to see you. Usually people who do the 331 wait until the end of the semester to see you. Well, I don't think that's a good idea. That means that I'm running around like crazy, and I only get to spend a minute with you. So I'm going to start coming probably around mid-semester, and I'll check with you and with your partnership teacher to see when is a good time, and I'll come when it's not a good time, so that you'll be surprised. And that's about all I got for you. And I'll learn more about you, and you'll learn more about me as the semester progresses. And I very much look forward to seeing you. Some of you are probably going to see this, even though you've gone to the orientation on Thursday. And some of you who aren't going to the orientation because you live about 500 miles from here, you'll see it later. But everybody's going to see this. So that's it. Kozloff out.